I'm Elemchi. I grew up in Saudi Arabia and the UK, and I'm of proud Igbo descent. My work in economic development has taken me all around the world. Currently, I'm based in Cardiff. This is my mum, Rose, and my dad, Felix. Hi, Mum.
Come in.
This film is a celebration of what it means to be Igbo in Wales. In order to know where we've come from, it's necessary to explore our history. Part of that centers around the Nigerian Civil War. In 1967, a war erupted as Igbo leaders declared Biafra, a territory in southeast Nigeria, a successionist state which sought independence due to political and ethnic tension.
In villages and towns captured by federal troops, the hardcore Biafrans, members of the Igbo tribe, have fled.
The conflict claimed an estimated 3 million lives, with Biafra surrendering on the 15th of January 1970.
His mouth was held open and he was shot by the Hausa soldiers.
It was one of the first African wars to be televised, and the Igbo fight for freedom, though in vain, garnered international attention for its haunting images of death and starvation. Like many Igbo families of the time, my parents migrated to another part of the world to create better opportunities for us as a family. After initially living in Saudi Arabia, we settled in the UK. I am the youngest of 4 siblings. My sister and I often think about how the war impacted our parents.
Always is on my mind. Have Mum and Dad ever opened up to you about their experiences of the war and what they went through and that kind of thing?
They've never opened up like voluntarily.
You know, we always say, don't we, there's definitely like a certain kind of trauma that that generation has experienced, which manifests itself in different ways, right? Like when it comes to things like scarcity and of resources and hoarding and...
Like it's definitely like a forgotten, it's been that war's been deliberately forgotten in like the national memory of Nigeria, and they just moved on without any attempt at dialogue.
My parents faced unimaginable hardship growing up during the war. I'm meeting up with them to look through photos of that time.
Dad, do you remember when this photo was taken?
Yes, it must be around the 80s, 83, 84.
Oh, wow. Such a long time ago. I love the fashion back then.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's me here.
How old were you here?
I was about 11, 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
Just during the war.
The Igbo people were widely understood to be the primary targets of the war. 3 years of conflict led to a significant death toll from aerial bombardment, bullets, and mass starvation.
You know, during that period, it was like, you know, confusion, you know, just, it's a period of confusion and uncertainty.
When the war started, I was in the final year, secondary school. The war interrupted every plan we had for ourselves. Myself and my younger brother decided to do farming. We were producing cucumber, lettuce, and tomatoes. And my brother would go to Port Harcourt, and I would go to Aba. Then at Aba, I had a hotel that was interested in what I was producing, you know.
So that was your survival?
That was my survival strategy.
Yeah.
When the tomatoes season came, the proprietor of the hotel asked me, "What are you going to do now?" I said, "I didn't know." He said, "Would you like to work in a bank?" I said, "Yes."
Oh, that was the Biafran...
That was the beginning of the...
Was that the Biafran?
The Biafran Bank.
And that's my father. And during the war, he used his truck to supports the community. He transports his kingsmen from Aba to Nkwere, our village, just to keep them in a safe place. And he continued doing so until every one of them were, transported to the village safely.
Wow.
Even though I didn't carry a gun and go to the war front and start shooting, the scars of the war is still on me, on everybody. How can you forget that kind of tragedy?
So many years have passed now, and you've migrated, we've lived in Saudi Arabia, we've lived in this country, and you've worked for the NHS for how long?
Worked for the NHS about 20 years. That spirit, my father, that volunteering spirit, that spirit of bringing people together, helping, supporting the community. I think that's the spirit I have now, working in NHS, looking back, even after the war, you see people, coming back stronger. We have that thick skin that whatever the condition is, we shall survive.
Thinking about what my parents went through and their sacrifices makes me reflect on how my siblings and I were raised. But how did the war shape our people and community? I've arranged to meet with an Igbo family in Swansea. 92-year-old Beatrice Iwobi moved to Nigeria in the 1950s after marrying an Igbo man. Despite fleeing back to the UK during the war, Beatrice and her late husband ensured their children stayed grounded in their roots.
She went to Nigeria for the first time in 1957. I was born a few years later. By that time, she was already very well ensconced in the Igbo culture and the Igbo way of life. She made sure that from the very first, we were truly immersed and embedded in that culture. She took great pride in our heritage, as indicated by her admirable efforts to learn the language.
I heard that you speak Igbo, so if I say to you, Ndewo keki mere. Wow, I love it. You still have it. What stood out to you during that period of the Civil War?
The bravery of the Igbo people and the way they stood up the bombs, etc., and the way they tried to fight back.
The Biafrans are pretty shrewd at taking defensive measures, mining the road with cast-iron signposts stuffed with dynamite and wired to go off when a vehicle goes over them.
We were all trying to work for Biafra, including me. My husband thought it was too unsafe for me to stay, otherwise I would have willingly stayed with him. So that's why I lived with the kids.
At home, we conversed in Igbo, all our folklore, all our fairy tales. The Igbo was our first point of call.
The Igbo spirit of resilience and hard work continues to inspire the family in their lives and careers. Professor Uzo Iwobi is an influential Black voice in Wales and founder of Race Council Cymru.
You're always going to remember that you're a daughter of Africa. You're a daughter of Nigeria. You're an Igbo woman. And that sense of being raised without boundaries has enabled me to come here and dream the biggest dreams and raise my gaze and genuinely believe that the sky is my limit.
I am proud to be Welsh and Igbo. I bring it into my music, my art, food, clothes. That is me, and I celebrate those two cultures.
It was so heartwarming meeting this family and hearing their story. The area we now know as Cardiff Bay has its roots in Tiger Bay, somewhere traditionally known for welcoming all nationalities and offering a place to call home. The Igbo diaspora in Wales are a thriving part of this tradition. I've been invited to the annual end-of-year party just around the corner at the Scouts Hall in Grangetown to celebrate Igbo Welsh culture.
This is Igbo community of Wales, and this is our end-of-the-year party. Nya we ndi Igbo, mmechi afa for ndi Igbo.
We do such events regularly, a few times in a year, because it's an opportunity for us to get together as a community. It's an opportunity for us to showcase who we are. It's an opportunity for our children to know where they come from. It's an opportunity for us to showcase our culture.
We are very rooted in Wales and in Cardiff in particular. It started about 2019, and we have over 500, give or take 500 members.
You know, we want to respect our elders. If you know you are among the elders, in our midst, this is just an acknowledgement.
The party starts with the breaking of the kola nut, a warm and sacred tradition in Igbo culture. The plate of nuts is blessed by the most senior elder in the room and given to the visitors. Welsh gin is shared with the guests to celebrate unity between two cultures. Traditional food like oha soup and palm wine is typically served, though some of the younger ones are drawn to the more familiar options. It's empowering to see my people, in this corner of the world, celebrating our culture, tradition, food, and customs. But what about young Igbo people born in Wales? Who's teaching them?
My name is Chuks Alioha. I am the person that runs Igbo School. We have 5 Igbo states in the eastern part of Nigeria. We are known to be warriors. We are known to be obedient, humble. We are also known to be hardworking. The vision I have for the school is to ensure that you don't need to go to Igbo land and live there for you to learn the language and the culture. How many states?
The Igbo school started online during the pandemic, and this is their first in-person meeting at the hub in St. Mellons.
Elephant Igbo.
Are you guys having a good time?
Yes.
Tell me one thing you learned today.
The dance.
The school is open to anyone and everyone who wants to learn Igbo, as well as learn about the history and traditions.
I learned about our culture and our language.
And what did you learn about the culture?
I think it's fun.
I think it's really great. Obviously, I don't speak Igbo, but listening from other people and listening what they think about the whole culture, it's taught me a lot.
On our market days, that's when you receive your what? Elemchi, I know you already know the Igbo culture. There's one more thing I want to show you, which is also very dear to the Igbos, and that is this special cap. We call it Ishiago. The one I'm wearing is for the title men, but this is for the warriors when they are going to battle. They wear it to show strength.
It's exciting to see the next generation passionate about our heritage. We may be in Wales, but the Igbo spirit is definitely here, and it's thriving. This one's for you, Daddy.